What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. Make sure you hit the like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes and get me to 120,000 subscribers. We're not far off that target. And listen, people, this is not a clickbait story. This is not something like, Saeed, what are you talking about? Where have you heard that from? No, this is credible. Alex Ferguson has been sacked from his role. He's been relieved from his role. He's been taken down from his role as ambassador for Manchester United. The most successful manager in my lifetime. The successful manager maybe ever as Man United manager. Yes, he is now stepping down, and effectively we are saving costs on our legend, the greatest manager ever. Manchester United have told him, yo, we need to save some money. I'm going to bring you the news that came out right now, and that came from The Athletic. Let's give them their credit. Adam Crofton brought the news story today. He said, Man United new part owners Ineos have continued their cost-cutting program by ending a multi-million-pound annual commitment to Alex Ferguson, the most successful manager in the club's history. Manchester United have said, yo, we don't care who you are. Ineos, a lifelong Man United fan, has said, yo, I don't care who you are. We are saving your costs. When you look at it, yeah, from that point of view, it's brutal. I'll give my opinion on whether it's right or wrong. I will, because people might be surprised at what I think. But they have essentially said to a manager who has a statue outside the stadium, who brought so much success to Manchester United, they're saying, brother, why are we giving you $2 million a year? What for? What, to just be an ambassador? You know, to what, just to be there at Old Trafford? To be as a name? They're saying, yo, why should we give you $2 million to go around the club just to get maybe a few speeches here and there? Why should we give you that? It's mad when you deep it. Because a lot of people have sentiment towards Alex Ferguson, and rightly so, because he is a legend at this football club. He is someone that gave us so many big years here. But $2 million a year, when you deep it, is it a lot? I'm looking at I'm just looking at the money side of it. Forget the bigger side, which I believe is something that we need to be talking about. But what's $2 million a year to a guy that gave us so much? I'm looking at the other side of it. What's $2 million a year to someone that deserves it? Someone that actually wants it. Someone that actually we value, we care about. What's $2 million a year? Cost cutting? That's why I don't believe that bullshit, you know. This PR, because it is PR, let's be honest. I'm not bothered about $2 million being saved to a legend that deserves it. I generally do not care. Really and truly, I do not care enough for you to be like, yo, that brother there, you've taken away $2 million. It's a brother that is Alex Ferguson. That's what it is. But then, I can't be hypocritical. I made a tweet, and I think for me, I think it might be somewhere on my Twitter right now. Like, generally, it will be on my Twitter. Someone decided to, right here, look here. I'll show you right now here. Where is it? Where is it? I'm going to bring it to you right now. Because I wrote here, they really sacked Alex Ferguson before Ten Hag. But here I'm going to bring it to you. Where is it? Here we go. And I don't mind. I said this in 2021. Alex Ferguson is becoming a problem. I ain't afraid to say it. Man needs to hold back. And why I said this, people, was because I feel like for me, he had too much influence. I feel like for me, he had too much of a say, when in reality, he's had a lot to say, and it has been to a detriment to Man United. Let's be honest. He got David Moyes in a position at Man United just because it was his Scottish friend. And I didn't like that. I also didn't like the fact that one of the reasons why Ollie stayed for so long was because of Fergie. He had Glazers, you know, he was speaking to Glazers, right? And giving them a lot of love for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because he managed him. He had that sentiment towards him. And I didn't like that. I just felt like Man United were not ruthless enough and they were led by emotion rather than logic. I felt like Man United were led by emotion rather than logic. And listen, emotion is part of football when you're dealing with such a legend and whatnot, and you're dealing with players that you care about. But that's not what Man United, that's the problem. That is why we're in this mess. We are led by emotion and not logic. We are led by incompetence. And that was sheer incompetence. And that's why I said, because I said it's becoming a problem. It's not a problem in the sense of, I want him gone from the football club. I never want to know his existence. No. I said, don't let him have any sort of power. Don't let him have any sort of privilege in terms of having a say than a guy who is actually being paid to do so. So an ambassador, like, an example, maybe we have a couple of legends that are ambassadors. They shouldn't really have a decision to make. They are ambassadors. They make us proud. They give us, they speak in conferences. They speak on behalf of us in a way where it's not, you're not making a financial decision. You're not making a football decision. They just speak on behalf of us when you're at these conferences. They're just a kind of a person that speaks up, right? So that's where my head is at, yeah? But ultimately, it's the right decision, guys. Whether you like it or not, giving Sir Alex Ferguson and telling him, listen, brother, you're not going to be ambassador anymore, and we're not giving you $2 million a year. Because for me, it then gives him that kind of sense of, you know what? I've got a say here. I've got this. I've got that. No. They're trying to move on. Do I really care, if I'm being honest with you? No. Because you know why? You're still employing Ten Hag, mate. That's why. You lot cannot make me get hoodwinked. You can't distract me. You cannot distract me. The fact that you sacked Alex Ferguson before Ten Hag, mate, is a shambles. And that's why, for me, it's like, but Ineos are doing things correctly. I knew this was coming. I knew this positive PR spin was coming, guys. I knew it. I knew there was something. But you know what? Let's just give them something to talk about midweek. You know, while they're not talking about Ten Hag, let's just say we've saved a bit of money sacking Alex Ferguson. I don't care, bro. Yeah? I don't care. We don't care. Yeah, cool. He's allowed to, by the way, go to games, by the way. So if I just show you this here, Ferguson will remain a non-executive director of the club, still obviously welcome to attend Man United games. So he's still attending Man United games. So he's still there. So that's still going to happen. But ultimately, we still are shambles. All this cost cutting and all of this, really and truly, yeah, cool. The debt's still high. Cool, 2 million. What's that going to matter to me? It's just a facade for me. You put out this story. There is going to be an outrage. There might not be an outrage. For me, I'm in the middle. I still think for me, you should respect Fergie. He's a living legend. But at the same time, I don't think you need 2 million. You know, we need to be giving Alex Ferguson that power that he may think he have. And I think for me, ultimately, Alex Ferguson is being used as some sort of shield sometimes to be like, yo, let's put the camera on Fergie. I don't want him to be in the spotlight as much. I just want him to gracefully enjoy his retirement. Can he not just enjoy his retirement? Can he not just have his glass of red wine and just relax? Why do we actually have to do this? Why? Why? You know what I'm saying to you people? Like, that's where for me, it's like, chill your beans, everyone. Don't let it get to you to that level, because really and truly, Ineos are still there. The Glazers are still there. They're going to make the big decisions. Now it's on you. What do you do? How do you go about it? What do you do now? What's your method of thinking now? Yeah? Because we want to know. We want to know what you're doing now. What is your plan of action now? All of this cost cutting and all of this, cool. But now, do you have the control? Do you have the power to sack managers? Why are you not sacking Ten Hag? What's your plan? What's your remit? Is this a performance review that we're talking about? Is this a performance review that we've been talking about? How long has this decision been brewing? You know, because Fergie was brought to the Avengers. We've seen that picture of the Avengers. You know, you happily want to, you know, let me bring the comment in there. Let me try and bring the picture. You happily want to say, yo, cool, You know, Fergie and everyone here, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where it is, but you get what I'm trying to say. You want to talk about being all in a line and Fergie's still there. So you want him to look good. You want it to look pretty, but all of a sudden you don't. You just want to sack him now. Like, what happened? What really happened? Who knows? Who knows? But let me know your comments in the comments below. And Eric Ten, I wish Eric Ten Hag was sacked. Sir Alex Ferguson demoted, relieved of his duty as club ambassador. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.